So what kind of technology tools do you really need to do the real estate business effectively? Hi, I'm Thomas Heimann, and thank you so much for tuning in today's Real Estate Success 2020 episode. And you know, the real estate industry and profession and practice is really becoming more and more technology driven. And there are a couple of tools that you absolutely must have in order to do this business. The first one is a smartphone. And it doesn't matter what kind of brand, whether you are a Samsung, Google, Android type of person, or I just happen to use an iPhone, but you need to have a smartphone, and I strongly suggest you invest in one with a screen as large as you can afford, because if you want to do business on your smartphone, such as reviewing contracts that somebody might send you, signing documents and the like, it's very, very difficult to do that when you have a tiny screen. You know, that might be great for text messaging, but to run a business, it's going to be very, very difficult. The great thing is that, you know, 95% of the things you can do on a computer, you can do nowadays on a smartphone, because everything is web-based, mobile-based, app-based, and the like. So that's the first thing you need to have, you must have. Also, you got to have a computer, obviously, and I strongly suggest that you have a laptop computer that allows you to connect to things, look up things, and do your work while you're on the go. You might have a meeting with a customer or client, and you may need to look up things, set up searches, fine-tune searches on the MLS or in your CRM, generate some documents. Let's say you just looked at some properties and they want to go ahead and make an offer, and you go to a Starbucks and sit down and have a cup of coffee and, you know, complete the documents right there on .loop. It's much, much easier to do on a laptop than on a phone, obviously. So you got to have a computer, and you got to really have a laptop. Now, a lot of agents have also tablets, which is fine. You know, there are really two types of tablet families. There are the iOS or iPad tablets. I happen to have an iPad. Then there are also, you know, Android tablets like Galaxy. And then you have also Microsoft with the Surface series. And I personally have I used to be a Microsoft guy 100%. Then at some point I morphed over to Apple. Now I have Apple products, so I got my iPhone, I have my MacBook Pro, and I have an iPad. And what I like about having everything in the Apple family is that information synchronizes between the devices very effortlessly and easily. And if you have multiple Macs, for example, I have one in the office and I got my MacBook Pro, it's very easy to synchronize your desktop and your documents and everything in a very easy fashion, which is much more difficult to do when you have a couple of different Windows computers to try and synchronize and keep things in sync. Requires a lot more technical expertise to make it happen. It can be done, but it's just a little bit more challenging to set up. Now, most of you don't have multiple computers, so don't waste your time worrying about things that are not an issue. Most of you will just have one or two things, either a laptop and a tablet, or, you know, an Apple laptop and an iPad, or what I personally really love is if your eyes are good enough. Because here's the thing, as I'm getting older, my eyes aren't that great. I love the times when you had 17-inch laptops. Now I got my 15-inch MacBook Pro. But the device I love the most, you know, my wife, she has an online business, a YouTube business. She had a fantastic Dell Latitude XPS laptop that was a 15-inch screen, but because we travel a lot, she wanted to get something smaller, so I got her a Surface Pro, and she loves that thing so much that she literally has not touched her laptop since she got this. So to me, the Surface Pro, if you only have one device, would be the perfect device for a real estate agent, because you have the best of both worlds. You have a laptop and a tablet all in one device, and it's a full-blown PC laptop. So, you know, the challenge with the iPad is that, yes, you can get a keyboard cover, yada, 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 but you cannot do all the things that you can do on a MacBook. It's not a full-blown laptop or PC, whereas with the Microsoft Surface you can. So here's what this looks like. This is my wife's Surface, and it has a screen. It has a keyboard attached to it. It's about a 14-inch screen, I would like to say. It's a touch screen, and you can just take the keyboard off, and you have a tablet that you can use just like you would an iPad, and they also have a stylus that you can use to write if you have a pen. Now, a couple of things that are fantastic about the Surface also is not only is it a full-blown PC, but it has USB port. So my wife has a wireless mouse, so she uses that, and she has one of those little plug-in things here. You can also, of course, connect a Bluetooth mouse, etc., etc., etc. So it's a fantastic device. It was about $1,000. They had a special with the keyboard cover. And so if you're looking for just one device that does it all, the Surface really is fantastic. If your budget is larger and you have a MacBook Pro plus an iPad, that works well as well. But you gotta have the right technology to do the business. You gotta have a smartphone and you gotta have a laptop. Now, my background is technology. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to ask me questions in the comments. Message me. Please, 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 if you find this content valuable, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, and thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Thomas Heimann. Until the next episode, thank you so much. Have a fantastic day.